What's going on, guys? Welcome to the episode. Tonight is our usual Friday night hard park here in Okinawa, Japan. I got the Evo right here behind me, and before I actually head to the meet, I actually have to do some engine modifications. Nothing major, so I just ran to the hardware store, and I'll flip the camera on here in a second and show you guys what I'm talking about. But first, I want you guys to check out two cars I spotted while I'm waiting for my buddy Gio to show up. Yeah, A86. It's kanji plated. I saw this thing pull in. As soon as I pulled in, he's getting some gas right now. Hopefully I can get a little clip of it. You guys are always asking for A86s. Of course, he's putting that Shell V-Power in it. He knows what's good. Got the hood popped. And then right when I got out of my car, check it out for the Honda gang. Super clean EF hatch. Hey, there's Gio pulling in. What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Looks like a freaking car meet here at the gas station. Actually, I'm right next to one of my favorite spots, Family Mart. You guys don't know about Family Mart. We'll talk more about that later. But there's a few convenience stores here in Japan, 24 hours. If you can't find it at Family Mart, you don't need it. It doesn't have that much. But Family Mart, Lawson, 7-Eleven, and a few others. But I'm Team Family Mart for the record. I'm putting it right here in this video. Family Mart all day. I could probably find a Lawson's. Japan, for those that don't know, there's convenience stores everywhere. Like every street corner. Every time you're in Japan, you're never far away from a convenience store, which is super nice and super convenient. Another thing I love about Japan. So let me show you guys what I'm doing real quick. I actually picked up a few things from the hardware store. So I got some clear hoses, right? I got this one here. This is for a different video. We'll talk more about this, but while I was at the hardware store, I went ahead and picked this up. You guys might be able to take some wild guesses on that. But ultimately, my coolant overflow tank, it's got like a little vent hose. All the Evos have them, or at least all the ones I've owned. And look how janky this thing is. So what I did is I went ahead and got some clear silicone hose, and I'm just gonna measure it out, cut it, and then throw it on the overflow tank. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and we'll see how it looks when it gets in there. All right, guys, and just like that, I'm gonna go ahead and dump this one, get rid of that. And then this one right here connects right here. There we go. And just like that, a simple mod. It was actually like 155 yen for a meter of this stuff, which is like, I don't know, $1.40. It was definitely something like every time I popped the hood, I would see this and it drove me insane. So got rid of that. I'll go ahead and clean the cap up one of these days. I'm gonna degrease the engine and whatnot another time here in the near future. And I promised I was gonna give you guys some Evo content, and I haven't talked about it a whole lot lately. But I did mention, I think in the last hard park video, that when I installed the intercooler piping, the clamps, the T-bolt clamps that it came with were from China, super cheap. So I ended up actually having a boost leak about a week after installing everything, which kind of made me mad. So I went ahead and put all the OEM clamps back on, but they were like kind of rusted and looked a little grimy. So while I was at the hardware store, I went ahead and picked up 4 more of these. So at least the ones here on the front will look fresh, and it should clean up the front of the car. Things that most people probably wouldn't notice, but for the car owners out there, my car guys, you know when there's something on your car that you noticed, you can't stop thinking about it. And I also picked up some of this right here to clean up the cables in the engine bay. Ultimate goal is to make this engine look as new as possible. And I know you guys have mentioned the valve cover. Don't worry, it's gonna get painted. I haven't really decided on a color yet. I'm debating red, black, maybe white with black lettering. Who knows? That's still up in the air, but that's definitely on the to-do list, so don't worry about that. And then intake pipe, that's on the to-do list. And a few other things. I did get some dress-up bolts, you guys can see right here. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up. I did get a Rally Art oil cap. No, it is not real. It is an eBay special, but it came with a new gasket. I think it looks pretty good. I didn't feel like spending $100+ on our actual Rally Art, a used oil cap. I just can't justify it. But that's kind of where I'm at with the Evo right now. All right, I think Gio is ready. What'd you get?
I got, that's one is straight going.
Hey, Tropicana? That's all the way from Florida, where I'm from.
For real? Well, this one, you can't go wrong with this one. And last time I had one of theirs ones. I don't know the name of them.
Oh, yeah.
But they're bomb, and they're one dogs.
Oh, literally, like you just walking in any convenience store, you don't even know what you're buying, you get it. It always tastes good no matter what. Yeah, always. All right, I'm gonna close the hood, and then we're gonna cruise on over, and we'll pick back up once we actually get to the hard park. All right, guys, we're now at the hard park, and we're just gonna walk around. Same procedure as always, just check out all the sweet rides. There's some new rides that I haven't seen before, and I'm pretty excited about. So let me flip this camera around, and let's just walk around and see what a car meet looks like here in Japan. The ultimate K car right here. Mazda AutoZam.
signs on the back and 20 on the front.
So she's the one that bought
So I know I've mentioned it in previous videos, but for those that don't know or maybe are new to the channel, you notice the yellow license plate right here. That means it is a K car, so Japan designates this car as like a miniature vehicle essentially, based off like weight, dimension, engine size, all that good stuff. So majority of them have 660cc engines, pretty much like a little 3-cylinder motorcycle engine. And a few of the manufacturers back in the 90s decided to make some really cool K cars, and Mazda came out with the AZ1, the AutoZam, and it's probably one of the quirkiest ones. It's got the gull-wing doors. This thing is so small. I'm pretty sure my Hayabusa is almost as long as it. Maybe not that long, but this thing is wild looking. Imagine throwing a Hayabusa engine in it. Your AutoZam?
Yep.
I love it, man.
Thanks. It's a real blast. Pop on a light for it.
Was this the one at Crank Neo? Yep.
Yeah, I had the engine out after I bought it. It's getting some work soon. Well, intermittently here and there.
How many necks do you break driving around?
I definitely notice a lot of people turning to check it out.
Taking it back, I take it? Yeah, absolutely. Some more cars rolling in. All right, I'll start way down over here just so I don't miss any cars. And last time I did one of these videos, some of y'all were actually asking me, why are there so many Americans? Where are all the Japanese? So these meets are actually held by an organization out here called Oki's Monsters. It's a Facebook page. It's pretty much us Americans that are stationed out here that are actually in the military or civilian contractors that have some affiliation with the bases. And, you know, we get out here and obviously, you know, the car guys, the gearheads, we want to get our hands on these cars to take them back to the States. So once they do hit 25 years old, they are eligible to go stateside. And I know for the Air Force, I can't speak on behalf of everybody else, but the Air Force will ship it on Uncle Sam's dime, which is pretty nice, not a bad deal. So if you're smart and if you're coming to Japan and you're watching this video, definitely pick up one. The prices on them do go up pretty drastically as they get closer to that 25-year mark. But here's a nice Celica GT4. I said in the last video, I was like, oh yeah, I know this car, I featured it, and it wasn't, but I'm pretty sure this is the one I featured. Super cool car. I love this. The little baby Supra. Nice Recaros. Here's a clean S13. Oh, still 80 actually. Oh yeah. Actually, I'm gonna come over here and check out the Subi gang. I'm just gonna rush through here. I actually have a dive. I'm doing my final boat dive tomorrow morning, super early, so I'm not gonna make this a late night. So I'm just gonna walk through here and try to feature as many cars. Nice WRX STI. Some nice GC8s down here. And this GCA right here just got some fresh paint. And what does it remind you of, guys? For those that have been with me for a little bit, this thing would look so sweet parked next to my old Evo 4. I love the red and black. And actually, when I was getting the Evo painted, I considered doing red and black just because I love the combo and it looks so aggressive, especially on a rally car. But I wanted to keep the factory paint just for like authenticity and resale value and all that good stuff. So I went with Scotia White. But man, the red looks so good. Smoke tails, window tint, and I love the black carbon fiber. Actually, yeah, it's carbon fiber hood scoop. Very cool. It's one of the cleanest GC8s I've seen. It's probably the color, I'm not gonna lie, but D-badge on the rear, super clean. There's another one, and then we got John's R33 with the underglows. He just won't give up on the underglows.
Never, ever.
Just can't give up on the underglows.
Fast and Furious called, they want their underglows.
I'm in an underglow sandwich right now. Then we got Tommy's 32.
You're gonna get yours soon.
Maybe. I'm leaving Japan here pretty soon, and I'm pretty sure the States left the underglows in the 90s. You can get away with it because we're in Japan, unless you start the revolution. Evo 3, super clean. Whoever owns this, super lucky. I'm kidding. But yeah, Evo video coming soon. I got a lot of updates and a lot of things I want to talk to you guys about, so stay tuned for that. I'm not going to do it tonight. I know I keep saying Evo's coming, Evo's coming. But when I do ship the car out, and it's going back very, very soon, possibly the next week or two, it's crazy, and it's going to be headed back to the States. And the entire channel is going to revolve around this car when I'm back in the States. I have huge plans for this car. I'm not going to disclose anything right now. Maybe a later video, but a lot of things coming for the Evo. So definitely stay tuned for that. Tommy's 32. Nice midnight purple R33 GTR. Look at the brakes on this. Some serious cash put in that brake setup. And then Gio's R34, met up earlier, cruised up here. FD, love them. There's a nice 180, red top SR20. Blitz blow-off valve. Really clean RX-7. Paint job's a little wild. Definitely stands out from the rest of the FDs. And a Mr. 2, big fan of these. A Evo 4, and a Silvia S14. Two S14s actually in white. Check out the engine on this Evo. Oh, COP kit. Very nice. Is that a Supra? Supra in green, pretty unique color. And then Kalen, it's got the crazy bright orange Mark IV that I featured this car maybe about a year ago, and he took it drifting. I said in the video he's wild and had a little hiccup, but he got some new bumpers on there, so he's gonna get it painted soon. Bringing this car back to life. S15, another R34. Starting to see some more R34 show up. Peep the plates. A custom Tokyo plate. 86 on this A86. Love it, love it, love it. Starting to see more of them show up. And down here we got another 32. And then a really, really good looking Supra parked way, way over there. There's a GT86 with the 86 custom light up plate. It's pretty cool. Old grandfather over here. Not a lot of cars out tonight compared to the last few meets. It has been raining. You guys can see the ground's wet. A lot of people scared to bring the cars out. There's a clean R33 GTR V-Spec, factory wheels. And we got some more GC8s and some more RX-7 FD3Ss over here. AZ1 over here, I'm pretty sure is still in the show. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely had a crowd of people around it. Quirkiest vehicle here. If you guys want to check out some more or do some research and check out some of the cool, quirky 90 sports cars or 90K sports cars, if you will, check out the, you can obviously look up the AZ1, but Suzuki had the Cappuccino, rear-wheel drive, a little hardtop convertible, super cool. And then Honda had the Beat, Honda Beat, and it was mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, little 3-cylinder engine, but personally never ridden in one, but I heard the little engine screams. They're not quick by any means, so don't think just because they're small and light. They only have like 50, 60 horsepower, if that, but super, super cool, fuel efficient. And I mean, if you're trying to save money, I'm assuming back in the 90s, manufacturers like, you know what, like we're going to abide by this K-car rule, try to help with, I don't know, emissions or road wear and tear, who knows. But Mazda was like, you know what, let's just make a wild looking K-car and put gold wing doors on it. Love it, love it, love it. I know. I know. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. As you can see behind me, almost all the cars are gone. I ended up talking to a few folks that found out I was leaving, and we were just having some conversation, and then next thing you know it, everybody's rolling out. So I got some cars rolling out, but that's going to do it for today's video. I got to head home. Big dive trip tomorrow. I might take the camera and get some footage. Who knows? If you guys want to see that, comment down below. I might film it. If you want to see it, I'll post it. But with that being said, go follow me on Instagram, Captain26. I'll follow back, I promise. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more JDM car content. And I'll catch you on the next video. Later.